I'm Dr. Itzaz Ahmed. I'm basically a pulmonologist, and at the moment I'm working as medical superintendent of Gurki Trust Teaching Hospital. This is the biggest hospital of the private trust nature in Lahore, and I won't be very wrong if I commit even in Pakistan. This hospital, if I'd like to introduce it to you, it's a 450-bed hospital which is spread over 114 canals of land. It's a huge big area, and the constructed area inside is more than 202,000 square feet. We have more than 83 consultants on our roll and more than 650 other members of the staff, which includes medical officers, support staff, as well as technical, medical and paramedical staff. We've been running this hospital since 1999. It was actually the brainchild of Haji Asghar Gurki. He was the person who started this hospital in 1999. We are now more than 12 years old, and during the 12 years we have grown quite a lot. We are offering all the specialist facilities under one roof, and the area which we serve lies between the international border between Pakistan and India and the famous BRB Canal. We serve 114 villages, and the population which is there, which we serve, is 1.2 million people. We over there have got such a nice setup that not only from Peshawar, not only from Karachi, but from all over the country, patients come over to us, and we have patients even from across the border from our neighboring countries, and we are proud that we are serving them. We have the basic aim of serving the humanity, and that in the name of Allah. The people who are ill, the people who cannot afford, they are our priorities, and we have been spending on them, and last year we spent about 24.2 million rupees on their treatment. We are proud that over the board of the trustees which we have with us, they are a very generous lot of people, and they always give priority to those who cannot really get these facilities. We have the specialities of all types serving in the hospital. We have the medical specialities, we have the hepatitis C clinic, which gives entirely free treatment, free investigations to the people, which includes both the oral medicines as well as the injectables. By injectables, I would mean they give the standard interferon therapy, which is free, and they give pegylated interferon therapy, which is very expensive. Just one injection costs you 12,500 rupees. You can convert it into pound sterling and see how much is that, and we give all those 24 injections free to the patient, and the lot of 72 standard interferon injections free to the patients. Their investigations, which include PCR, which are very expensive tests, we do that too free for the patients. Not only this, we provide ACE health facilities for those who can pay. So we have an executive clinic for that. But in the executive clinic, we are charging only 500 rupees, which I think should be something like 3 to 4 pounds sterling. And those who cannot afford this, we provide specialist cover in the evening between 4 to 7 p.m. The patients who come to the outdoor department, we provide them the services at 150 rupees per patient, which is not much. That is just £1. So that is the standard which we have over there. Not only this, we are doing free surgeries for them. We are doing surgeries for those people who can accommodate themselves a little, and the rest of the support is given by the departments and by the hospital itself. Now, so far the technicalities are concerned, this hospital is the teaching hospital of Lahore Medical and Dental College. It is recognized for postgraduate and undergraduate trainings. It is recognized by the Pakistan Medical and Dental Council. The hospital is recognized and affiliated with University of Health Sciences. It's affiliated with the College of Physicians and Surgeons Pakistan for the postgraduate studies. Actually, you know, we always aspire for the best. We are developing a spine center over there. We want to set up a kidney transplant and dialysis center because kidney diseases are coming up like anything. We want to establish a rehabilitation plus limb center. But what we need is the presence of a spine center, because we have seen that during the earthquake of 2005, the maximum injuries were the spinal injuries. And by the grace of Allah Almighty, today we stand as a center of excellence for spinal surgery. We have actually constructed a spine center which will house 165 beds straight away. We need a CT scanner for that. We need an MRI for that. We need a little more equipment for that. Our requirement is not much. It is just 185 million. It's not much. We can always make it with the support of the generous people who are there to help us. We need a fleet of new ambulances. Sorry, you can cut it there. We need a fleet of few ambulances, at least 5. Our ambulances which are present with us have really run out. They are worn out. We need at least 5 ambulances. For that, we would require about 30 million rupees. For the rehabilitation and limb center, we'll be needing 20 million.
Is that for each one? Or
for each one, yes. For the kidney and transplant center, we'll be needing another 20 million. And what thing we want is, since we have the largest number of operation theaters in a hospital in Lahore, that is 11 operation theaters, which are working round the clock, we would need central sterilization, which requires another 2 million. So if you just put them all together, it should be a requirement of 253 million rupees.
And in pound sterling, roughly, just a rough guess, how much would that be?
I think we'll have to divide it by 150 and find out the answer, what it should be. But definitely, it's not a very big figure.
Right.
It's not a very big figure.
Okay.
I'm very hopeful that the people which we'll be meeting this evening, they will come up with all-out support for this department of ours. I'm very positive about it, since, you know, there's one thing which goes in everybody's heart, and that is, if we give a piece of donation here, if we make a small sort of a wee bit contribution, will it go to the right hands? Yes, I solemnly affirm that it will go in the right hands. You can see our record, you can visit our web pages, you can go through the leaflets here, and you will see how much we have done for them. During the latest floods, we spent 71 million rupees on that. During the floods, during the earthquake disaster of 2005, we spent about 10 million. And similarly, during the terrorist attacks, we have spent about 3 million over there. So I'm positive that people will come up with open hearts to help us, and I have an open invitation to them that whenever they come over to Pakistan, they are most welcome to visit us, have a round of the hospital and see for themselves how the hospital is going, because I believe seeing is believing. And if they will see, not only they will appreciate, they will also contribute more. It's not a thing that one must give a lot of money, even a smallest, even £1, even 1 penny is enough for me. Actually, it's the spirit behind the person who comes up with this, and we will acknowledge that. We have yet another system that whatever you give us by name, that will go back in the same manner. We have computer programs in which that is all recorded. And at the end of the expenditure, you can have the list on how many patients, what are the names of those patients, what are the available cell numbers and addresses, so that you feel happy that your money has been used by the end user there. And that gives you a sense of confidence that whatever you spent was in the right direction.